installed by the building's owners after they were prevented from advertising their product, OXO, in more conventional ways. Ironically, the windows have lasted far longer than an advertising poster would have done.
Thank you for additional
That's all
guidance.
To our right, just by the road running along the river embankment, is a small arch guarded by a pair of silver dragons, or griffins. This marks the boundary between the city, the oldest part of London, which we're leaving behind us, and the relatively more modern western part of London. The city has always been fiercely independent, at one point even getting into a row with Queen Victoria about who owned the Thames. Coming up on either side of the river here, we have two strikingly different architectural styles. On the left is the 1970s concrete structure of the National Theatre, which has been likened to a multi-storey car park. And on the opposite side of the river, the more classical lines of Somerset House, which contains art galleries and exhibitions. Somerset House also boasts a wonderful central courtyard with a skating rink in winter and a fountain in the summer. Until 2000, this courtyard was wasted as a car park for civil servants.
That's Somerset House. Here it is. That's beautiful. Because used to be government buildings and now also houses. There's still are, I think, but also houses of the gallery, which specializes in impressions. It's got music art, photo, fire section. It's surprised how much nicer it looks.
If you look ahead of us now, you'll see an impressive view with the giant wheel of the London Eye on the left and the familiar clock tower of Big Ben on the right. On the right-hand side of the river, just by the road, is London's oldest monument. It's an 18-metre-high stone obelisk called Cleopatra's Needle, and it's 3,500 years old. It was presented in 1819 by the Turkish Viceroy of Egypt, but the main problem proved getting it back to England. During the sea voyage, the ship got caught in a gale off the French coast, and Cleopatra's Needle was nearly lost forever. It finally took up its place beside the Thames in 1878. Ahead of us is Overford Bridge, which now has two pedestrian walkways on either side of the rail bridge. And to our left is the Royal Festival Hall, an important London concert venue with the only building remaining from the Festival of Britain, held here on the South Bank in 1951. Just to our right as we come under Hungerford Bridge is a white and blue ship, the Hispaniola, once a Scottish ferry, now a floating restaurant. It's just one of many old ships still moored on the Thames. To our left, impossible to ignore, is the imposing circle of the London Eye. This was constructed as part of London's Millennium celebrations and has been tremendously popular. The wheel is constantly rotating slowly, and one full circle in one of the observation pods takes about 30 minutes. Needless to say, the views from the top are spectacular. Ahead of us are the clock tower of Big Ben and the Houses of Parliament. The building looks medieval, but was only built in the 19th century, after the old Palace of Westminster, which stood on this site, had burned down. Big Ben is technically not the clock tower or the clock, but the huge bell inside. This is famous for its distinctive tolling on the hour, which became known around the world when it was used in wartime radio news broadcasts, and which is still used on British television and radio today. As we approach the pier, please remain seated until we have stopped. If you're getting off here, remember to take all your belongings with you, and to return your commentary receivers and headsets to the crew. These don't work if they're taken off the boat. If you want to join one of our sailings later today, simply check the timetable at the pier. We hope you've enjoyed your city cruise and hope to see you again soon. If you'd like to find out about our other services, please pick up one of our leaflets.
They died as a direct consequence of the stress caused by the whole operation.
I'm going to stop.
Get up there and take
Sorry for crowding you.
It doesn't matter. It's quite okay. Oh, let me move. Wait.
Wait a second for Big Ben to come up.
Shall I dock?
Nearly there, nearly there. Perfect.
Thank you.
That was perfect because the sun just went behind the building.
Oh, so it doesn't have that glare.
Westminster Bridge in the green colour because green is the main colour of the Houses of Commons. Whereas the next one, Lambeth Bridge, in the distance you can see is red because that's the main colour of the House of Lords. The House of Lords.
Thank you.
I come with a bucket at the end.